let's get to part 2 of this starting a business, the business feasibility checklist. This has to do with Illinois, but this business feasibility applies in whatever state you're in if it comes to starting a business. So I left off on, can the product, service, business compete with existing competition because of an advantage situation, meaning better price, location, etc.? Major flaws. A yes response to these questions indicate the idea has little chance for success. Are there any causes, restrictions, monopolies, or shortages that make required factors of production unavailable, meaning unreasonable costs, scarce skills, energy, equipment, technology, material, process, or personnel? If somebody could tell me what IE means, I don't know what the fuck. Never mind. The hell does IE mean like that? IE is an abbreviation for the phrase IEST, which means that is. Oh, okay. So I guess, well, yeah, which means, yeah. So, this is Alabama, where we at for the building. Are capital requirements for entry or continuing operations excessive? Now remember, it says a yes response to these questions indicates the idea has little chance for success. Are capital requirements for entry or continued operation excessive? Are there any extraordinary circumstances that would make financing hard to obtain, meaning bankruptcy or bad credit? Are there potential detrimental environmental effects? Are there factors that prevent effective marketing? And that's another thing too. Marketing is key when it comes to business. They got a company called, I think it's called Olga. Let me look at Olga Livy. What's going on? I'm gonna get y'all right now on the right one. Olga Livy. Yeah. So Olga Livy Marketing. Y'all use the research tool that I taught y'all. So put their name, put strategy PDF, and see what they got. You can also hire these people too as you get big, but you can just learn in the downturn. Smart strategies for tough times. Investment in digital allows marketers to engage with a massive audience, optimize marketing initiatives in real time. But you kind of want to learn about marketing, but this is one of the top marketing. So we ain't gonna do strategy, we just do marketing. But they're a marketing company, and they can tell you, they got a whole bunch of gems. But hold on, let me make sure copyright restriction, because you might, it shouldn't be on something like this because it's to help. Control F. If you're on a computer, you can type in, you can use Control F to look for copyright. Alright, but look. Ogilvy, I believe that's how you say it, read strategy, innovation, and growth. Strategy, innovation, growth. In the face of monumental changes to business, branding, and marketing, Ogilvy Red is an agent of change. For our clients and our people, Ogilvy Red breaks through the tyranny of status quo to drive growth and innovation. This just give you, a little insight about them. But and this is another thing. People don't understand color. So if anybody has questions like, this website, my social media platform look all colorful, because I understand creativity and the marketing behind it. This is why you'll see it. This is a perfect example. This shit unlocks creativity instead of being stuck to a certain color tone, bro. Like, they understand, but it just depends on what you're trying to do. Like, red is more of a stop. The thing brings a merging out. Like, that shit catches the eye. That's why, like, a stop sign is red. Hey, stop, motherfucker. If it was blue, it wouldn't be so, like, authoritative and bold and to get that message across. But, like, on my social media platform where it says I got so many tabs, I got the color tone up like that. And then the smart community is just, colorful. Looks like this on a desktop, but it's more. Try to keep that diversity, but the color tone, keeping that creativity, there it is. So, but anyways, let's get back to this feasibility. So, Are there potential detrimental environmental effects? I already said that. Are there factors that prevent effective marketing? I said that too. Desired income. This one right here is important. The following question should remind you that you must seek both a return on your investment in your own business as well as a reasonable salary for the time you spend in operating that business. How much income do you desire? Are you prepared to earn less in the first 1 to 3 years? In my case, yes, because I've been building this shit up for a minute, and just working on learning skills and stuff. So, my app is it's crazy. But as far as the income desire, I'll tell you one of them. So, one of my first goals was to have 1,000 people pay $17.99 for 30-day pass. It'll generate me $17,999.90 in a month, and I wanted to keep that consecutive. But it's kind of probably going to change. It has changed right now because it's just a different understanding of what's going on with my app, plus other ways that my app generates money through ads. It shows ads so people download it once I get it up and running, and it's perfect how I need it to. People will see. But what minimum amount of income do you require? What financial investment is required for your business? How much could you earn by investing this money? Questions you ask. How much could you earn by working for someone else? Add the amounts in 5 and 6. If this income is greater than what you can realistically expect from your business, are you prepared to forego this additional income to be your own boss with only the prospects or more substantial profit income in future years? Y'all can read this too. It's a feasibility checklist. You just put PDF, you'll find it. But then you can put Illinois too, because this one's from Illinois Small Business Assistance. Preliminary income statement. You need to know the business income and expenses, show profit and loss, and derive operating ratios on income statements. What is the normal markup in this line of business, meaning the dollar difference between the cost of goods sold and sales expressed as a percentage of sales? What is the average cost of goods sold percentage sales? Hold on, my chest locking on. Cramp. What is the average inventory turnover, meaning the number of times the average inventory is sold each year? So this kind of ain't even in effect for me right now because I'm not doing any of these things right now. Plus, I think my what I'm doing is too innovative and different. It's more of disruptive innovation. So if I had to private a lot of shit. What is the average gross profit as a percentage of sales? What are the average expenses? Net profit as percentages as a percent of sales. Taking the preceding figures. Oh, my arm getting tired. Shit. Taking the preceding figures and work backwards using a standard income. Take the preceding figures and work backwards using a standard income statement format and determine the level of sales necessary to support your desired income level. It teaches me a lot of shit, actually. From an objective, practical standpoint, is this level of sales, expenses, and profit attainable? Market analyst. The primary objective of a market analyst is to arrive at a realistic projection of sales. Customer base. Define the geographical areas from which you can realistically expect to draw customers. What is the makeup of population in these areas? Average family size, age, distribution, and per capita income. So now you got the question. You say, hey, I'm in a city in Chicago. I don't know. Chicago, Illinois. Guess we'll just do Chicago. Chicago income per capita. So population, what's the income probably? Median household income in 2019 is 58,000. Who per capita income in the past 12 months? This is 2019 was $37,103. 2015 and 2019, but that could have changed. So I don't know. U.S. Census Bureau, but it could have changed, or probably hasn't. And I'm telling because we had that damn pandemic going on. Motherfuckers being spoiled. EDD and all that shit. I ain't getting none of that shit. But let's go back here. Hold on. What do you know about the population growth trends in these areas? What is the consumer's attitude, shopping, spending patterns of business? Is the price of your product or service important to your target market? Can you appeal to the entire market? And that's another thing too. When you learn about these consumer attitudes, you know, if you read economic development plans, you can learn how the consumers spend. Or you could just type in consumer attitude Chicago, whatever area you're in, and put PDF learn or put PDF education, because the education institution be knowing too, because it be certain people in the colleges that be going into the business realm and they be testing them. But anyway, if you appeal to only a portion of the market, is that segment enough to be profitable? Competition. Who are your major competitors and their strengths and weaknesses? Are you familiar with factors concerning your competitors' price structure, product lines, quality, breadth, width, location, source of supply, promotional activities, and image from a consumer's viewpoint? Do you know any other new competitors or competitors plan for expansion? Have any firms of your type gone out of business lately? If so, why? Do you know the sales and market share and profit levels of each competitor? Do you know whether the sales and market share and profits of each competitor are increasing, decreasing, or stable? Can you compete with your competition? Other thing too is you don't want to be sitting up there stuck on competition too. That's why you want to be innovative. You don't want to be worrying about competition all the damn time. You know, the beginning is cool, but you want to get innovative and shit. But yeah, that's that. Sale. Ain't gonna be 100 with y'all. I gotta go to this restroom, man. I'm gonna blow that damn thing. I ain't gonna lie. This shit, I'm about to read a couple more things. Y'all might have to go type this in. Sales. Determine the total sales in your market area. Yeah, y'all gonna have to read this thing. But it talks about sales, supply, expenses. Expenses is definitely important. You know your necessary expense, rent, wages, insurance, utilities, advertising, interest. A lot of y'all not going to be doing that because you ain't going to have like a physical location. But you start off small, like the e-com realm, getting products. In my next video, I'm going to put some products up. But talk about venture, feasibilities. Yeah, I got to go. I got to blow this motherfucker up. I ain't going to lie to y'all niggas. My bad, I'm out.